No, I don't know Peter Griffin. Nope. I wish I knew Peter Griffin. He's probably pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can hear me well because there's a freeway right up there. And it's really windy today. We had a lot of rain down here. The water's way up. Here's some of the stuff I found already. I found some classic rock by the gods. The gods, nothing is sacred. Nothing is sacred. Check out this old phone. The old LG flip phone. Classic. That thing's pretty chill. Look at that. That's like from the 1990s probably. Alright, here's some of the interesting ones I found already. I like this guy. He looks like a fucking snakehead. Hold on. Let me get him right. It's hard to focus this one. Right here's his eye. Hold on. See if we can put him up this way. Shit. That sun's gonna be fucking with me. guy out. I gotta get out of the sun. I gotta get in some shade. I'm gonna bring a couple with me. Bring this one, this one. I'll bring this one. I already looked at this one. I'll bring this little guy. I'll bring this one. Alright, let's go to the shade over here. That way you can see what we're doing. The sun screws these up. I can't see nothing. Let me get everybody wet. Yeah, this one's got some skills here. Look for faces wearing headdresses. They're always going to be down at the bottom wearing a hat. So look at the bottom tip and imagine he's wearing a hat or a headdress. They always have a hat on or a mask. Just imagine them wearing a hat and they're peeking out from under the hat. They're always like inside of a hoodie. Imagine that guy right here is inside of a headdress hat. It's this hat. He's peeking out like he's in a hoodie. He's wearing a hat. Yeah, this one's got a lot of faces in it. I don't know if there's anybody even in here, but that one's going to be a good one. Okay, check this dude out right here. Hard to get this one to focus. Okay, check this guy with the fossil. That's his eye, that little nub sticking out. Nose, mouth, chin. Watch. Can you see him? Might be a nose for another face. Alright, let's check this guy out. I have not really looked at this one yet. I just picked all these up today. So this is the first time I'm really looking at these. I'm kind of looking at them just the way you guys are the first time. I'm trying to find little hidden faces in there. Gotta get the angle just right. Alright, check this one out. Let's see what this dude's got to offer us. What's going on right there? Oh, here's the face right here. Look for the face peeking out. Remember what I said about him wearing headdresses? So this is the face right here, and this whole rock is his headdress. Hold on. Let me try to get in the shade better. Let me find that guy better again. Okay, here he is. Yeah, I can't get this guy to focus. This dude right here. He's wearing a big hat headdress. His chin, his nose is sticking out, and his eyes are back in the headdress. I won't focus. Alright, let's pull these back out. We'll take a look at that big one. I'll try to find somewhere to sit in the shade. The water's real high, it's muddy, it's been raining. So this is the only rocks I can really get to. But it's a good spot. Found these interesting little hand tools. These little pounders. This one. Little scraper blade right here. Comes down to like a little blade right there. Like a perfect hand-sized little hand tool of some sort. Could have been a pounder. Using that end. looks like they smoothed it down right there. There's a notch out of it on the top. Big fat end on this end. See how it's smoothed down, fat down here. See how it comes down to a tip. I don't even see that. This one's got some skills right here. I'm gonna sit underneath this tree. I'm gonna look at this guy for a second. I'll sit under this tree, get some shade. See the water. Go show you the water real fast. See what the water looked like. Water's real high. Super muddy. Super high. I still got rocks up here though. I can still get to some rocks here now. He-Man! He-Man! Alright, let's get some shade here and see what happens. Let's look at this thing in the shade a little bit. Now we'll see what we get. Now we'll see what kind of faces pop out in the shade. Like that guy. Look at that guy right there. You can even see his teeth. That dude right there, look at him. Another one there. Wow, look at this guy right there. Look at that. Look at that big eye, nose, mouth, chin, other eye there. And that guy. There's a bigger face too right here, looks like. Wow, this thing's got skills. I mean, just look at these faces in it. You got little ones. You got medium ones. You got big ones. You got ones on the tips. One's upside down. One's back in the hole. That guy, look at him. That guy, look at this dude. Oh, there's some good faces in this one. Look at that guy right there. Ooh, this one's going to have some skills. A lot of faces in this guy. I like this one right here. Another one right there on the head like this. Turn him upside down and see what we get. There's that dude again. He's got some teeth going on. Look at this. We'll get the teeth guy right. If there's a dude back in there. Whoa, look at that guy. Meow. Yeah, this is a good one. Look at this dude right here. We got to see him at an angle. Same as these guys. Yeah, I like this rock a lot. Got some skills. That dude got some teeth on him. Look at that yelling man right there with his mouth open. I love it. This one's got some skills. So many skills to pay the bills. Little hidden man right in here. See if there's some guy right there. See if you see anybody hidden in there. Always look inside the hole like they're peeking out. There's always a face inside the holes. They like to do that. You just got to figure out where he's at. Might be right there. Yeah, there's probably a bunch of this one that you got to hold them the right way. It's all about the angle and the distance and the lighting. They look better in the shade. If you go out in the sun, this won't look good at all. If you get this one wet, it'll look totally different. The colors are all going to change. All right, let's go look at another one. Enough of this one. Definitely keeping this one though. This one's got skills. See what else I got over here. It's worth looking at. I like this big boy too, but this one's harder to see stuff in. This is a big boy. He's got stuff going on with him. It's just like a bigger version of that other one. Let's go find something. See what I can find just walking around here. They stick out a little better. find something here. Big old shell. Look at the colors on this thing. These are cool when they get wet. Some of these colors come out real cool. I don't know if you can see the colors on it. It's like a mother of pearl. They're iridescent. Pretty big shell right there. Some people keep these, and jewelry makers like this stuff. This mother of pearl shell, this abalone looking stuff. But these are freshwater. Not everywhere has these. Not every river has them this big either. I mean, you can see that's the size of my hand. I'm in Ohio, so that's not like an ocean shell. They're freshwater mussels, and we have a bunch of different kinds of shells here. Oh, what's this? I like this. I like the feel of this and the look of this. I like this one a lot. Got something in it. Oh, this one's got something in it for sure. Shouldn't even look at it. Oh yeah, there's faces in this guy for sure. For sure. No doubt. Wow, look at these. You're not going to see them right away. There are some definite faces in this guy. For sure. There's a big one right there. A big boy. This is his mouth, his nose, his eye, his chin's down here. Cut off right here like this is his cheek. Big boy. Look at that. Yes. This ridge right here is a nose for one. That's his eye, nose, mouth, chin. There's one on the end right there. Nose, eye, chin, mouth. This part up here with the face, half face in the headdress, that's his headdress. Right here's the face. See how it's different color right here? All this is white, and then this little part down here is like a brown. That's the man's face right there. So he's wearing this part as his hat. All this other shit up here, all this other stuff with the other faces, that's the headdress. But the face is right here. I don't know if that's coming through or not. It's hard to see it because the sun screws it up. I gotta be in better shade to see these. Yeah, there's some good ones in here. Look at that one right there. That guy right there. And when you turn them this way, there's gonna be one looking straight ahead right at you right here. There's that big face right there. That big one's nice. Yeah, I like this one. I'm putting this one in the pocket. Going in the pocket. Got some skills. Here it is in the light. You might be able to see something different in the sunlight. skull looking. Look at that guy right there. That's his mouth. There's his nose. There's his eye. This is his. There's one here. There's one here. Look at this way. There's two of them, really. Depends on how you're looking at them. Find something else cool. It's supposed to get cold and rain tomorrow. It's about 67 degrees today. Oh look, here's a shelf together. Look at this. There's one that's still together. Sand in it. Here's what they look like together. Here's the side of it. Oh, now you can see how, get out in the sun and see it. Kind of see how the mother of pearl looks when they're new, before they get all messed up. See how white it is? Yeah, they're cool to find when they're together like this. This is how they are in the creek. They're closed like this, and then they... Here's another one. Look at this one. Bigger one. See, that's an even bigger one. You don't really find them with the shells together like this very often. Especially not two of them together in a row. Yeah, there's a lot of rivers around here that have them, but they're not usually all throughout the whole river. There's just parts of the river that has the right kind of riffles and habitat for them to live. They don't live everywhere. You gotta have a real clean river usually too. If there's any pollution and stuff, those mussels and stuff don't live. Look how big this boy was. That one was a big one. And you can see how muddy the water is. And it's moving pretty fast over there. On this side, I haven't been over there yet. I like it when it's like a little bit water like this. You can see the stuff better when it's wet. Look at that. What is this? Alright, here's a cool live find. Look at this guy. Oh, what? Look at this. What is going on here? Look at this axe head looking club thing. Wow, what is this guy? He's got a ridge all the way down in. There's another ridge right there. What is going on with this dude? What is happening down here? What is this? Oh, that's crazy looking. It's got a fossil sticking out of it. Look at that. That is a fossil. That thing right there is a fossil. That's not a stick. That's a bone in this rock. Look at the top of this thing. Look at his face right there. I don't know what this is. I'm keeping it. This thing's crazy. Okay, I want you to picture a turtle. I see a turtle head in this. It's for sure got a turtle head. Watch this. Okay, this back here is the body of the turtle. All right, imagine there's a turtle body back here. And this is his neck sticking out. Watch. There's the head. That long part is his neck. Let me get him right. Let's see. I gotta get a little shade maybe. Okay, you see that hole is his eye. That's his mouth. That's his tip of his head. And then this part right here that's sticking out is his neck. It comes out of his body. I don't know if you can see that. But imagine that's his mouth. There's his eye on the side of his head. This neck part's coming out, and then there it connects to his shell. You hold it like this, you can see it. There's his face, his neck, and then his shell. That thing's crazy looking. It looks like an axe head, a huge axe head right here. Like this part right here looks like a glove or an axe of some sort. See how it comes down to a point, a tip? Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, this thing is crazy looking. And that fossil's cool as hell. Look at this fossil right here. That right there, that is a fossil. And it's stuck in that rock. What's this? Let's see if that hole goes through. No, I'm not loving that one. A dude like this dude, I don't even know what this thing is. Oh boy. Okay, see this line right here, these edges right here? That's a mouth. There's a nose. It looks like that thing's an eye. See this face right here? With his mouth right here, his eyes, that little dot, and that thing's his nose. Man, this thing is wild. This rock right is crazy. Feels like a big club. Like a big old head knocking stone. It's just crazy looking. It's not like every other rock around here. You don't see any other rock anywhere on the beach. It's not like there's a bunch of these laying around. I rode my bike down here, so I don't have no way to get these home. I've just been stacking them here. I'll take the good ones away and hide them. I'm definitely keeping that thing. That thing's crazy looking. I mean, that's got to be a head right, a face right there on the top. It looks like there's stuff down in here. There's that fossil again. Wow. And this thing is crazy looking. Oh yeah, there's going to be stuff all through this thing. Yep. Yeah, this thing's wild. That's crazy looking. There's that other one I found that's crazy looking. another crazy looking one I found. Let's look at it now that it's dried off some. Oh, focus. Yeah, you can see that's a shell right here. This white part is a fossil where his chin is. I like this one too. This one's got some stuff going on with him. This dude right here. He's got some skills. Well, let's go look for more stuff. Found a couple crazy looking ones. Let's go down here along the water's edge and see what we see. Look at this big old notch out of this guy. Look at that. Well, sometimes these are natural, but God, some of them they look like they're handheld. See how it's got a flattened spot on the side too? Like somebody held that in their hand and used that for a cup stone. It probably grinded with something. The tool might be right here laying next to this. You see how it's all smoothed out and polished down in there? Sometimes these are just natural where a fossil will fall out of them, but you can see this one's smoothed out. It's polished in there. And you can see where there's a flattened spot right there. So that sits in your hand just like this. To expose it, you can hold that real tight like this. Then you would have took a, let me see if I got one over here. I got one of the tools right here to go with this. I got one of the ones that go in your hand right here. It fits this perfect probably, watch. Not this one. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay, you see this tool right here? I'm going to set that rock down. So this tool right here would have fit in your hand. It's got a scraper blade on it right there. Let me see that. But if you put your thumb on the top, your hand goes here. You see how there's a ball on the end of it? Now watch what happens. See how that ball fits right inside there? See how that fits in there? Just like this. So if you were making like a paint cup, like if you wanted to smash up some ochre to make a red dye, you would use that. Yeah, that's a pretty big cup too. It definitely fits in your hand real nice, like you can hold it right like this. It looks like it's got an eyeball for a yelling man too. See that eyeball right there? That makes an open mouth for like a snake or a turtle head. Open mouth snake. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I'm gonna leave that one. That one didn't impress me too much. Look at this guy. What is this? It's a little piece of flint. Wow, there's some cool banded slate. Look at that. Look at the bands on this. Watch when it gets wet. Well, that's interesting. Look at how thin this is. That's almost a perfect circle, too. And it's got a fossil something in it. I don't know, that might have been worked on. That thing's pretty crazy. It just feels weird. Doesn't look right. I don't know if the glaciers made this, because there's a lot of looks like there's chip marks out of this. All the way around it. They might have worked this down. I don't know. I'm gonna keep that. That's almost a perfect circle. And it's super thin. It's got a cool fossil in it. I'm gonna keep this. See what comes out. Interesting. I just broke that all to pieces. It's got a fossil in it right there. Alright. Let's go to the other side and see what we can find over there. Let's go venture on this side. I'll see what I can find on this side. Water's super high. Super muddy, super high. It might be loud over here because there's a freeway right there. The freeway runs right along here. There's a couple bridges right there, a couple bridges right there. So the traffic might be real loud. Plus it's real windy here. A lot of wind today. And a lot of water. interesting rock right here. Look at this. What the heck? Tell me that's not a big eye for an open jaw. Look at this thing. What is happening there? Looks like it could have been a broken piece, but that thing's like a perfect huge monster axe. Ouch! Oh, look at this cool shell. What color's on this guy? See what he looks like wet. Kind of golden. Whoa, look at this fossil I just spotted. Look at this. Right there. Look at this guy. Look at all those fossils in that. Let's see. I'll keep it because I like these. Yeah, I'll keep that. I like fossils. I'm running out of rocks. The water's up too high. Normally this rock's all the way down about halfway out to there, and I can walk all the way down along this. The water's super high. We got a lot of rain last couple of days. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. All the rocks I can get to right here. We'll go walking back down. Whoa, look at this guy. What's this one? Look at a yellow man. Let's get this guy wet and see what he's got going on. I gotta get in the shade to look at him. We'll look at him later. Wait till I get in the shade. I can't see nothing in the sunlight. Real hard to focus. do I want to keep that fossil? Do I want to not keep that fossil? I don't know. It's not that great because the backside doesn't really have nothing on it. I like them when they go through both sides. Sometimes they have all the dots on one side. I'll leave that one. I'm keeping this guy with the yellow man face. You see his open mouth right here? His eye and his nose. Got an open mouth, he's yelling. Yelling man face. They make a lot of young man faces out of holes. People don't realize it unless you know to look for it. The holes are not always eyes. Sometimes they're noses, sometimes they're mouths. Got some good looking stuff here. This guy's crazy right here. Big one. That one's got a crazy face. This one's got some crazy stuff going on with him. Definite faces in this one. And of course I found this pimp ass LG flip phone. Look at that thing. Pimp. I used to have one of these. I think I still got mine. Let's go look for something else. See what else we can discover on the streets. What's this? I'm gonna find something else. Something cool. Something pretty sweet. I'm gonna find another fossil. Cool fossil would be nice. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Whoa, look at this guy. Whoa. Look at the divot out of this hunk. Look at the divot out of that thing. That looks like they've been rubbing through there for... God, what were they grinding into there? Talk about an open mouth snakehead. Yeah. Look at this thing. Oh Lord, I see something cool. Oh Lord, I see something cool. I see two things that are cool right here. I see a fossil right there. But I see this thing. Look at this. What is going on with this? Look at the blade on this thing. Whoa. Talk about a hand scraper. Look at this thing. Man, it looks like a bird. With an eye right there for the bird. That's that bird. It feels like a hand scraper, like you're fixing your hand like this. Scraping hides maybe? Keeping that for sure. Look at the cool bird shape of it. smoke break. I found these pieces of plant earlier. That's got some pretty colors in it too. I don't know if you can see the colors in this, but it's like a chocolate mixed with a light tan. Black. Pretty cool. Up here, they built this little thing to hold back this wall right here. They just redid this top up here where the crew stadium's right there. Our soccer stadium's basically right on top of this hill, but they redid this when they put this sewer drain in, and they've got all this wire to hold this back on little terraces. Last year they were all weeds. I don't know if you can see there's weeds up in there, but I'm gonna take some pot plants and I'm gonna stick them maybe about 4 rows up from this culvert in the middle right there, and see what they do. Last year I had one that was right over here past that big tree. It did pretty good down here. So I'm going to stick some in there here in the next week or two, maybe a month. Still get some frost here, so it's not quite spring yet. Credit card. Big Bear. Big Bear used to be a store, a grocery store like Kroger's. And it was here like, God, 15, 20 years ago maybe. It's been closed, bankrupt, sold, like gone. Okay. All right, back to searching. See what we can find. This is interesting. It's got its top right there and right there. Looks like it's, I don't know. That one might have been a tool of some sort. It's shaped like a tool. Some kind of pounder or grinder. There's a fossil. Let's see what it looks like when it gets wet. see them a little bit. Not great though. Not good enough to keep that one. Didn't make the cut. Didn't have enough skills. I'd like to find a marble or two. I found one a couple weeks ago right up the way here. Oh, what's this? What is this? Definitely got a flat. That side's been flattened. Top right here. Oh yeah. I don't know about this one. It just feels like it's worked on. It's been polished down to the tip right there. The tip goes all the way around this thing. Except for this part's fat for your hand. Fat right here and then the tip the rest of the way. Oh, that was interesting. Interesting. Ooh, look at this. Pecking stone. Oh, thumb blade. Wow. Look at this plate. With a big old notch out of it. Right there. I don't know if anybody knows anything about old bricks, but there's a bunch of them down here. This tall wood block, patent pending. There's some bricks in here that are old. I know where there's a bunch of them, that are over 100 years old. And people that collect bricks, some of these names, especially the Ohio ones, there's a lot of famous ones. Nelsonville Block, there's a lot of those out there, but there's a few from Athens. Some of the Ohio bricks are worldwide famous. Like they shipped them all over the place. Nelsonville was huge. It was still making blocks up until I think the 90s. It might be closed now. I'm not sure. They might still be making them. But it's kind of in southern Ohio, southeast Ohio. Some people collect those bricks though. Wow, look at this thing. Look at the top on that. That comes down to a triangle point. Look at this thing. With a big old hammer end on the end of it. God, what is this? That definitely feels like a blade. A big old super, like a railroad spike. It could have been a hoe. Digging tool. I don't know. I'm leaving it. It's too big. Can't tell what it was. Well, let's go down here and fuck with these geese. I don't like geese. I don't like their attitudes. Ready to run at them? Freak them out a little bit. Here we go. Ready? Coming for you, geesies. They said, suck it. They can swim. Yeah, look at the water. Water's up. Water is moving. Water is way up. See how there's all this sand and all this debris, like it's all covering the rocks. This is where I put my pot plant last year. I think I put it right here. Right in here somewhere. Just high enough to get it out of the flood. But all this stuff that's washed in makes great soil because it's all like decomposed leaves, mulch and shit, sandy. It did really good. That thing. Sycamore? Alrighty. Well, I think I'm going to close this live stream down. I'm going to pack a bowl and smoke another bowl and look around a little bit more. I might move spots. And my battery's probably about to die. So I don't know if I'll be making an update or not. I doubt it. Well, thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll see you guys later.